Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to be starting a new series here on my channel called Palette Roulette, where essentially I'm going to be using this new app I found, which I'm so excited about. It's called Tiny Decisions, and essentially you put all of your choices for a decision you're trying to make in this tiny little wheel, and then it spins and gives you an answer. I mean, who else is excited? Sorry, I'm just really excited about this, and I thought this would also be a fun way to make sure I'm like cycling through my palette collection and not necessarily like favoring palettes over the others. I am currently doing the 19 Shadows in 2019 project, and my goal for this is I'm going to select 5 different eyeshadow palettes, and I just want to use that eyeshadow palette at least once in the like given month that it is. Now, I could definitely dip into it more than that. I mean, the hope would be that maybe I could pair it with some of my other palettes and just really, you know, learn new ways to use the palette and really get some good use out of my palette collection. My goal this month, or not this month, my goal throughout this entire year is to just better use my collection that I have right now. So I'm really excited about this. I hope that you guys are too. In my updates to come, since this is the first one, obviously I don't have any like previous updates to share, but in my updates to come I will also include pictures of looks that I created using these palettes. So that being said, I have an entire list of my palette collection, and I took 10 at a time, and obviously once that palette's selected I'll delete it and replace it with another palette on my list, but I won't remove any of the answers or any of the palettes on the wheel until it has been selected, if that makes sense. So if you guys are interested, then stay tuned. But first, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider doing so before you go. I post videos every single Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and without further ado, let's see what palettes I get. Alright, again, I'm just using the Tiny Decisions app. I feel like I need to scoot closer. Also, look how sunburned my shoulders got today. Yikes. Okay. So basically I have my 10 palettes in here, and we're just going to randomly select 5. So up first we get the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. Next up we get the Tartelette in Bloom palette, a OG fave of mine. Next up, Subculture. Not so excited about this. Alright, 2 more to choose. The Persona Identity palette, and finally we got the Identity again, so we'll respin. The Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. So I'm gonna go quickly grab those 5 palettes and share them with you, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so to recap really quick, we have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I really want to challenge myself to step outside my comfort zone with this. I have like my go-to look with this palette that I pretty much do at the same time every time I reach into this. So hopefully, you know, maybe I can try and create something a little bit different. I do really enjoy this palette for just easy wear to work looks. This Luscious shade is one of my favorite shimmer shades or like lid shades ever. It is truly stunning. So I actually am really excited to have pulled that. Then we have my Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. This is a really easy wear to work palette. To be honest with you, this palette was a little bit of a letdown for me in general, but I do really enjoy these 3 shades right here, and then I can always use this as a lid setting shade. So I do actually have a pretty good dip going in the shade Substitute for Love. Typically I just take this in my crease, use this to build it up, and then sometimes I'll use a shimmer all over the lid. Shouldn't have a problem using this. Maybe I'll try and play around with some of the other colors, but we shall see. Then we have the Persona Identity palette, which is a true favorite of mine. I just never reach for this, so I'm really excited to have pulled this and hoping to use this more than just one time. The shimmers in here are truly outstanding. They're incredible quality. Highly recommend this palette. What I love is that you have like your warm, kind of, yeah, your couple of warm shades, but a lot of these shades are more cool toned, and I find that the shimmers, even though they look kind of basic, I feel like they're pretty unique, and again, the formula on them is just outstanding. And then we have the Polarizing Subculture palette. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very excited to use this just because it's more of a finicky formula, but we'll see what I can create with this. And then finally, we have one of my favorite palettes ever. This will not be a problem to use. This is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I say this all the time, but I should really just replace mine because it's so old and so beat up. I have really good dips going in this entire row. I have pan in this entire row, and I just overall love this palette. So very excited to have pulled that. Like I said, I'll share some of the looks that I create with these in my next update. I hope that you guys are excited about this series. I know that I am, but other than that, I will just catch you guys in my next video. Bye.